Microsoft has won its court battle with the FTC, clearing the way for the tech giant to move forward with its acquisition of Activision Blizzard for nearly $69 billion. I mean, the FTC should have known they couldn't stop that meme. It's too powerful.
It's over 69,000!
Haha, funny number. I'm Riley Murdoch, this is GameLinked, and this is Judge Jacqueline Scott Corley, the California judge who concluded that the FTC could not substantiate its claim that the deal would weaken competition because, oh, I'm sorry, they forgot to bring their time machine to court? Come on, Jackie. You're better than this. Microsoft still has some hurdles to hop over before they can assimilate Activision Blizzard and all of their juicy little franchises, with one of those obstacles being the FTC's ongoing antitrust complaint filed in December. But the biggest hurdle now is a complaint by the UK's Competition Markets Authority, who agreed to pause their appeal and negotiate with Microsoft just minutes after the FTC was yeeted out of the courtroom. That's how I imagine it went down.
I believe it's yoked.
And they were verily yoked.
Yote thyself from my presence.
That does sound like Jackie. If those negotiations go smoothly, the deal may actually close by the July 18th deadline, no doubt causing PlayStation boss Jim Ryan to think about his life choices. You could have had Call of Duty for 10 years. Does the franchise even have another 10 years in it? How many more variations of blank warfare or Black Ops blank can we do? Call of Duty, Financial Warfare, Black Ops, Clown World.
Call of Duty, The Simpsons.
Hype for Baldur's Gate 3 is reaching a fever pitch, especially after developer Larian Studios revealed the game's most interesting feature during their Panel from Hell stream, the ability to f*** a bear.
Getting bare naked.
Okay, that's not fair. First you spend some time with them. You know, you really get to know them and develop a romantic relationship before you f*** the bear.
You bare your heart.
Okay, fine. It's not actually a bear, it's a druid who can transform into a bear. So when you think about it, it's completely normal.
Barely the same.
However, TikTok disagreed. The platform blocked Larian Studios' stream after showing the bear scene, even though I have to admit, it was quite tasteful. You didn't see anything except the squirrel dropping its nut.
The only nut you'll see this day.
Many Steam users were apparently yearning to virtually romance a literal bear because after the live stream, Baldur's Gate 3, which is currently in early access, shot from number 25 on the Steam bestseller chart all the way up to number 3. It looks like Baldur's Gate will be a game that pushes gamers to their limits in multiple ways, as the developers also revealed that its highest difficulty, Tactician, will realistically simulate playing Dungeons & Dragons with a DM that is actively trying to make your life worse, perhaps as punishment for cheating on them with the bear. It's not legal, there's a lot of things here.
Earth sign love leads to TPKs. That's a total party kill, Riley.
Okay, thank you. I don't. And Sega plans to let a third-party developer build one of their immensely popular IPs into a Web3 game, in a decision I can only guess was made by the same tactical thinkers responsible for planning the future of the Dreamcast console. In case you've successfully avoided learning what a Web3 game might be, the term refers to games built with blockchain functionality, so you can do things never seen before in gaming, like buying and reselling virtual items that outlast the game in which they're purchased, so you can e-transfer them to your disappointed grandkids' virtual wallets as you breathe your last breath, lying in your bed at home, but thinking you're in a hospital thanks to the MetaQuest headset strapped to your face. He looks so peaceful. Sega's announcement comes less than a week after their COO told Bloomberg the company was pulling back from blockchain gaming, in the wake of almost everyone agreeing it's pretty much only good for making computers work harder than they have to, and giving Logan Paul another way to be an For now, we're left to wonder which of Sega's immensely popular IPs could be blockchainified. My vote is for Panzer Dragoon. Why is there another O in there? How many Dragoon NFTs can you collect, eh?
Oh, you can earn yourself a Dragoonie.
Dragoon is just what Canadians call dragons. Oh, shnikes, it's a fire-breathing Dragoon! Now it's time for Quick Bits, brought to you by Secret Lab, maker of thrones on like the opposite end of the spectrum from the Iron Throne. It's like
Porcelain?
the most, it's the most comfortable. That one's the cleanest. Did that make sense? Secret Lab's Titan Evo has dynamic lumbar support, 4-way adjustable armrests, and a reinforced aluminum wheelbase. Because when conquering realms, you gotta be cozy. And aesthetically pleasing too, rule your kingdom in style with Secret Lab skins. Chair sleeves that allow you to customize their look and feel because you deserve it, king or queen.
Slay.
Yes, send an emissary to check out Secret Lab for you at the link below. Okay, are we sticking with calling these like quick bits or power-ups, or they're shorter stories, so it's not like picking up a new weapon, but it's like picking up like ammo maybe? It's a
Speed boost.
Quick
save.
Big jump.
Quick kiss.
We will continue to figure this out in real time. Not that one though.
Kiss.
A study by the Video Game History Foundation and the Software Preservation Network says 87% of classic video games released in the US are critically endangered, perhaps due to the population explosion of their natural predator, Nintendo's lawyers.
Someone call David Attenborough.
Here we see a video game being consumed live. These endangered games can only be accessed through well-maintained vintage hardware, cross-country library trips, or Yar-Har Fiddle DD. The foundation hopes this study can inspire stronger video game preservation to be encoded in the DMCA during next year's rulemaking proceeding. Please, help us give these endangered video games a place to frolic without having their cartridges constantly blown into by nerds. It never did anything anyway. It actually made things worse. It was all in your head. Halo the Master Chief Collection will soon be adding a suite of never-before-released material cut from unreleased versions of the game, of the first game. 343 Industries has been working with a group of modders called the Dig Site team to restore cut enemies, vehicles, maps, and weapons from back in 1999 when Halo was going to be, at different points, a strategy game and/or a third-person shooter. Just think. You could drop into a game and meet these guys, or even these guys. Thrilling. Unlike Frosted Tips and having to hit the 7 button 4 times on your flip phone to get to the letter S, RTS Halo is one thing that does deserve to be preserved from the 90s. Pokemon Sleep, the app that tracks your sleep and rewards you with drowsy Pokemon, is now in beta. Unfortunately, the beta is only available in certain regions and is limited to Android. That's what you get for the green bubbles, Tim Cook.
Buy your mom a knife.
Buy your mom a Snorlax. The game, if you can call it that, features a sleep-style dex, where you can collect and document the different ways individual Pokemon species sleep based on how you sleep. Now, you can't even escape the world's highest-grossing media franchise while you're unconscious. There are no more dreams. There is only Pokemon.
Consume.
I never caught a consume. The team behind the restoration of classic MMO Star Wars Galaxies announced its 1.1 update, introducing planetary control mechanics that allow players to assign themselves regions to control, and they'll even get demoted if the enemy faction wrests control back from them. There's a development roadmap for more features coming down the pipeline as well. Now this is pod racing. Or at least it will be when pod racing tracks are out of the concepting phase. They're adding pod racing for real?
Hell yeah, dude.
Let's go. Until then, you can just enjoy being a simple man trying to make his way in the universe. And Dave the Diver, a debut indie game from Mint Rocket, has sold 1 million copies only 10 days after it launched on Steam, rivaling AAA sales numbers through the winning combination of charming 2D pixel graphics and being pretty frickin' weird, in a good way. Dave the Diver is a retro adventure RPG starring a goateed diver named, surprisingly, Dave. He's shaped like a friend.
And his thighs save lives.
The game features underwater exploration, underwater combat, underwater puzzles, underwater minigames, and an involved restaurant sim.
No underwater basket weaving?
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. It seems to have everything. And everyone can enjoy the next episode of Game Linked anywhere when it comes out this Thursday. On land, in the ocean, in space. Small disclaimer, you may not be able to hear the video in space, or breathe, but that's future use problem.